Okay, so we think of Mother Teresa, who dedicated her entire life to working with the underprivileged community in India. Or we think of Princess Diana, who immersed herself in humanitarian work. And the first thought that crosses our mind is like, we will never be able to do this. First of all, we are not nuns or princesses. And we get really scared. And because of that, we decide that volunteering is not for us. So we don't start, because we can never reach such impossible ideals. Or, when we think of volunteering, we get really happy. And we think of this, because we are already picturing the many status updates, Instagram pictures and selfies we can take and talk about what we are doing. We can hashtag giving back, hashtag making a difference, hashtag save the world, hashtag going to heaven. So we volunteer for a day. We post it up on our social media and we are really happy that we have gotten a spot in heaven and 350 likes on our Instagram. But I'm here to tell you that if you've ever felt scared to volunteer because of impossible ideals like Mother Teresa, or if you felt really happy because, you know, hashtag giving back, let me tell you that you are not wrong. Volunteering is both scary and fulfilling. It makes you feel good, but at the same time so inadequate, because in the sum of all the things that is happening in this world, your work will seems hardly significant. Volunteering will make you feel guilty because you will never reach impossible ideals. And volunteering itself sometimes will make you want to quit volunteering. But let's put impossible ideals and hashtags aside and think of things from this angle. The world and you, we are not separate entities. You exist in this world. You are part of it. And like it or not, you know, since birth, all of us, we have an automatic membership to be part of this universe. And now, you have a role to play. You and me, as tiny as we may be in the sum of the universe, and quite literally for me, we make up the world. We are alive and present and perfectly capable of doing more than existing, doing more than just being a volunteer. I was talking to my housemate the other day, Deborah, and she was saying how we are not called to be just volunteers, just spectators sitting on the sidelines, waiting and watching for the world to heal itself. But we are called to go out there and make a difference. Don't do it for a day, don't do it for an hour, but make it a commitment, make it a calling, make it a conscious decision to be the change you want to see in this world. So whenever I speak, I tell this story, and I have to tell this again today. 3 years ago, I quit my corporate job and I became a teacher. And it was a decision not only to do something for the world, but also to bring meaning to my life. And throughout the 3 years, I have worked with some of the most underprivileged communities in Kedah. And just like me, there are about 200 over individuals out there who have left their jobs and their comfortable life in KL to become teachers in some of the most difficult schools in the country. I am not asking all of you to quit and become teachers, although I think that is a perfect start for a lifelong volunteering mission. But I'm asking you to truly think about your part in this world. How can you participate and not just be a spectator? Look around you. Look at the things and issues that doesn't revolve around yourself and ask, how can you be part of it? And like I said just now, many of us think of volunteering in terms of, I'm going to do this for a day, I'm going to do this for an hour. But no, I think it's time we make a commitment to do it. Do it longer than a year. Stop offering your services for a limited time. And stop limiting yourself. And the worst crime ever, stop waiting for Superman to come in his cape and save the world, because that's not going to happen. So what do? Volunteer to teach at a refugee center. Don't throw out your old clothes, but buy new ones for those who need it. Ask around on how you can help. Be an advocate for a mission that you truly believe in. Start planting trees in your neighborhood, visiting old folks' home every week. Get together with your friends and contribute books to a school library. And we watched the video just now. That's the perfect way to start the volunteering mission. Get involved. The world, we don't need random acts of kindness, but we need strategic and sustainable kindness to save it. Stop worrying about insignificant matters. I think lots of us, we worry about lots of small things like the traffic jam or hairstyle or who leads a better life on Instagram. Although I would suggest you unfollow Kim Kardashian because she'll make you feel really bad about your own life. But go out there and start creating a life that is purposeful and meaningful. And most important of all, don't listen to me today and feel like really motivated. Okay, Cheryl said this, so it's time for me to go out and do something. Don't feel motivated and then forget about it tomorrow. Listen to me and remember that you are capable of doing so much for the world, that you should be giving back. Your thoughts, ideas, skills and knowledge, however small it may seem, it has an important role in this world and it's up to you to discover that. Stop feeling inspired. Yes, I said it. Stop feeling inspired. Stop looking for inspiration on Elite Daily or Thought Catalog or Pinterest. Enough. I think we've reached the stage at our time where it is inspiration overload. We need to start doing. And if you come after IAM and tell me how you were inspired by me, I would be really offended. But I want you to come after IAM and tell me how you have started to do something. And if you're totally out of ideas on what role you can play in this world, come and speak to me. I have a few teacher chores ready for you. So my name is Cheryl Fernando, and if you ever forget your role in this world, quit your job and become teachers. Thank you.